What's going on, guys? Mark with Extreme Edge Custom Kydex, coming at you with a little bit different of a video today. So here we go. It's going to be a little bit longer too, guys, so there's a lot to go over. So we're going to go over these guys today. Very, very, very beautiful knives. Now these guys are so new, these aren't even production runs. These are the very first production runs that this individual has done. They are A2 or D2 steel core carbon fiber laminated blades. Making very strong knives, extremely light. I think this knife right here weighs 2.6 ounces. Yeah, 2.6 ounces without the sheath. The guy's using voodoo resins for scales, and he's doing burlap micarta for other scales. So you got some of the top names on this guy's blade. Voodoo Resins is one of, he's right up there with the TKC guys, making his own cores and stuff like that. He's a really cool stuff. Very talented individual, Matt Peterson over at Voodoo Resins. Alright. And this would be some of his, Keith owns KS Carbon. KS Carbon is the company that manufactures these carbon blades. So Keith makes the blades, and he does his own burlap micarta. Again, you have the A2 or D2, depending on which one. I'm not sure how he differentiates, whether it's a customer, whether it's you says I want an A2 core or I want a D2 core. Either way, you get the core, and then either side of the blade is carbon fiber laminate. He even went ahead and made some really crazy looking knives. He's got some good looking styles going on. Again, this would be Chris Peterson Voodoo Resins. Very good for first runs. Very, very good for first runs. See what I mean about the Voodoo Resins, guys? That stuff is sick. And I mean, this is a decent sized blade. The overall length on this is probably 6.5 inches, and she weighs in at come on. Can you see it? Can you see it? 3.4, 3.5 ounces for a knife this size. I mean, you wouldn't even know it was on your hip. But turn around, take a piece of paper out, and cut through it like it's not even there. Hold an amazing edge. When she's in there, she's in there. Oh, and obviously, since Mark from Extreme Edge is the one doing all the reviews on these at the moment, every KS Carbon knife is going to come with a Extreme Edge custom Kydex sheath. All different kinds of blade styles, and a little worn cleft for you. Really nice and small. Fits in your hand really good. Very, very light. I bet you this one doesn't even weigh 2 ounces. Actually, that one's 2 ounces on the spot. In the sheath, 4 ounces. So my sheath weighs, that's pretty amazing actually, that this knife and this sheath actually weigh the same thing. That's pretty amazing. Usually the knife's a tad bit heavier than the sheath. So I imagine you could wear something like this on your hip and never, totally forget that it's there. Unless it's like, bumping on stuff and catching things every once in a while to remind you, hey, I'm still sitting here. I imagine you just forget something this light was on your hip. It's like having a cell phone in your pocket. And then he does these little guys here, which I think are pretty cool too. Again, they have a J-hook clip on them. You got little bottle openers built into them. He did mention that in his next run, this bottle portion is going to be better defined. I haven't tried it to see if it works. I imagine it would. I mean, it's got a D2 core. D2 is pretty strong steel. It's just a little guy, though. I mean, and still, just because it's one of the little guys doesn't make it any less sharp. Does not make it any less sharp. It's just as sharp. There goes a sheath. Once she's in there, she's in there. Very, very nice little knives. I forgot what he calls them, a kiddish or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. He hasn't named all these blades or designs yet. Looks really nice. And they operate well. Like I said, they're all very, very sharp blades. They're not knives that you just sit there and play around. These are not your cold steel FGX knives. These are very sharp, very functional knives. Now this one here has a pretty decent core to it too. Not as much carbon fiber on it. So I imagine he's still experimenting with the laminate process of laminating the knives and all that good stuff. And getting things perfect the way that he wants them. I just wanted to go ahead and do some a video on them and really get up and close and show these things, because I got them in and I was extremely impressed. I mean, if you put one of these things in your hand, you will be impressed. Now, it is not a knife that you're going to go out into the woods and beat the snot out of, and you're not going to baton with it and do stuff like that. But, I mean, that's a fairly nice looking knife. I can imagine carrying that as a gentleman's knife. Or even, you take it camping, everyday uses, out on a boat, fishing, stuff like that. I can imagine using it for. It's not your bushcraft, fieldcraft knife. I don't know. I mean, it could be, but it's not what I would choose to do with it. And I think that there's been too much work put into a blade like this to go out there and beat on it with sticks and whatnot. Very, very unique. So, he sent me these 9, and my overall impression of the 9 that he sent me, I mean, they're all amazing. They're all very beautiful. They're all very light. They're all very, very, very sharp. I dig every single one of them. His designs are good. And he said that probably mid-May to the end of May, he'd be ready to be taking orders for real. These were just, like I said, these are just his first test run, first bout that he felt were worthy of actually going out and getting a sheath put on them. I'm not sure. We haven't really worked out how we're going to do the sheath systems on them. Whether or not you're going to order, the customer's going to order the knife's going to come to me, and then you deal with me for the sheath. Or I'm not really sure how. We haven't buttoned out how exactly the whole process is going to go down. But I imagine that we'll get a nice, seamless, really quick turnaround on the products to you guys. Thanks for watching. Really cool stuff. I'm sure this guy's going to blow up. Again, it's KS Carbon. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him on Facebook. I don't think you can find him on Google Plus yet or YouTube. But you can find him on Facebook. You can find him on Instagram. And he's pretty responsive to messages. He's just as interested to talk to you as you are to talk to him. He's a very nice guy. Spoke with him for quite a few times. You know, like I said, he's a really nice guy. Yeah. So these are my light overview reviews of his the 9 that he sent me. Like I said, he does some amazing work, and he's chosen to go with some pretty top-notch guys. Like I said, you know, Matt from Voodoo Resins. He's you know, he's one of the top guys. You see him everywhere and on everything nowadays. He's made up a big name for himself, and this guy himself is going to make a big name for himself, I'm sure. You know, this might be one of the first times you're hearing a KS carving, but I'm guaranteeing you it's not going to be the last time. And then, of course, he chose Extreme Edge to do his sheaths, so all the sheaths come 100% custom, lifetime warranty. The whole 9, anything ever happens to it, you just let us know, and we warranty, repair, or replace the entire sheath. No cost to you other than shipping it to us, and then we ship it back to you. So, you know, as far as I could tell, the guy's out on a path to success. He's going to make some really epic knives, some really cool blades, designs. They're all going to come with a badass sheath that's fully customizable by the customers. And I would just say keep a lookout for him, because I'm sure his ideas aren't going to stop here. With anybody else, we all grow. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. He appreciates your time. Go ahead on over to K_S Carvin at Facebook and check him out. Give him a like, show him your support, show him your respect. Tell him you like him. Pick his brain, see if there's something he can do for you. Appreciate you guys watching, and if somebody else hits me up with some cool stuff, I'll be sure to share it with you. Have a good day, guys.